We surveyed 43 people, aged between 13 and 24. The summary of the most common feeling when they get stopped and searched is this: embarrassed, humiliated, violated, degraded, racially stereotyped, picked on unfairly, afraid and angry. Summary of the most common suggestion for improvement: be polite, friendly and respectful. Have a proper reason for stop and search and explain this clearly. Don't stereotype, don't patronise or don't talk down to young people.
What do the police look for when they identify someone to stop? So for example, I was wondering, what did they see about me that they felt that they needed to,
arrest you?
I didn't get arrested, but it was harass me, and they also took my picture, which I found out is illegal.
Wow, took a picture?
On Tottenham High Road. So I asked, why are you doing that? The officer said to me that it's standard procedure.
Would they have done that to a white person? Or
I don't think so.
When they come in to do stop and search in areas, the way they target people, it's disproportionate.
So if you tell me that person over there has got a can of beans they've stolen, I could go straight over and arrest them. Mm-hmm. The idea is sometimes that you tell me that lad over there has got a knife because you've seen something shiny.
Yeah.
I can walk over to him and arrest him, and that would be a perfectly legal arrest.
Yeah.
But the better option is to go for the search, and then if I don't find the knife and I find it's a piece of tin, then we've not wasted everybody's time by going into custody. We stop vehicles for many reasons, and and laws that we can't stop a person for. Mm-hmm. So, we have to have, I would quite fervently support that we have the power to stop any vehicle for any reason, because that checking of documentation, that's how you catch the drink driver. You've got to be able to stop them, walk over and go, you were driving a bit, oh, what can I smell? Out you come. The search normally kicks in secondary because of what you found when you stopped it. So I've only ever stopped a vehicle, not because I'm just randomly picking one, but because it has drawn my attention for whatever they're doing, manner of driving or whatever, usually is the reason.
They may have changed some of their ways, but they still got that lagging thing behind it that says that, hold on, these are the guys that come along and
it takes time for their new stuff to catch up, over sort of the reputation remains, doesn't it? But so that's kind of like we said, the only thing they can do though is try and improve how they're doing stuff now, really.
The figures are, as I said, we've seen over the last few months that we seem to be getting better results coming through, like the way we see results. That's you're still not going to get no credit for the years to come.
We don't do this for credit, we do it because it's the right thing to do. But it's about changing it over time. We're not going to. You're absolutely right. A few months' worth of seeing improvement isn't going to solve years of difficulty around it. We do a lot around training. We are doing a lot to try and develop the way in which officers deal with people generically. The way that people are trained, we've got new officers coming in, we've got individual sessions, they get specific inputs around stop and search, around the way that they should act, around, you've heard the stopping programme per se, we've sort of talked about direct input around approach and making sure that people understand why they're being stopped and what the circumstances are. Stop and search isn't something that we are going to be absolutely perfect with overnight. As Ken said, there've been years, decades of impact.
The reason that we're here is because we've seen things moving, and they're moving in the right direction. And I said that we haven't had that in 10 years. And I'm one to put my hands up, but I'm also one to recognise where change has taken place and taken place for the better. This is why I put myself out to always come to things like this and to engage at a level. But also what we need to do is recognise that if there's going to be change, there has to be dialogue. Because without that, what we're going to be is mistrust. And it's going to be, even though I sat for a long time and there wasn't no change, but you know what? Change must have been afoot, because the noise I was making, the consistent noise I was making, must have got to certain places, because through that I'm now seeing there's a whole swathe of change, and all I can do is work with that change and see how far we can push that change. And just remember, these officers aren't going to be here forever, and we don't know who's going to come after them. But what I'm saying is, if I see this here, as long as they're doing what I think we can do together, then I'm all ears and sit down, and I will keep pushing it and keep talking it as it is.